Hello students, we'll start with exercise 1.3 today of the chapter integers. Okay, we have already completed 1 and 2, question number 1 and 2 in our last video. So today we'll be starting with question number 3. So question number 3 is, for any integer a, what is minus 1 into a equal to? Okay, so we have to find what is minus 1 into a equal to. So the solution can be like this. This is for question number 3.1. Here it is given that here it's given a is any integer. So what will this give me? Minus 1 into a. You know, minus 1 is a negative integer and this is also any integer. So it's, what will it give me? It will give me minus a. This is just a 1 mark question. Okay. Similarly, we'll move on to question number 2. It has A, B, C, 3 parts. I'll show one for you. Here it is given, determine the integer whose product with minus 1 is number A is given as 22. That means minus 1 into what will give me 22. It's a negative integer. This is unknown, and you see this is a positive integer. So what we have to multiply with a negative integer to get a positive integer, that is obviously a negative one. And what do you multiply with 22? With 1 to get 22? It will be the same number itself. So my answer can be minus 1 into, this can be filled up by minus 22 will give me 22. Is it not clear? So minus 1 into minus 22 will give me 22. Okay. So students, now please try the B and C from this question number 3.2. Okay, and in the similar way, you have to write few rational numbers starting from a given number. You have to try question number 4. This will be your homework. Okay, these are very simple ones. I want you to try this now. Okay. Now we'll start with question number 5. It is given, find the product of the following using suitable properties. So you have to recall the properties under which multiplication of integer is closed, like the distributive property, the commutative property, and whatever. Okay, if you do not remember it now, please go back to the properties and see it. Okay, question number 5a is given as 26 into minus 48 plus minus 48 into minus 36. So if you go through the sum very properly, you can see these two are same in both the part. Do you remember something called the distributive property? What we do here, minus 48 I can take as common. Okay, multiply, I can write 26 plus minus 36. So what property I am using here? I'll write down in the side, distributive property. Please mention the property that you are using. So if you forgot what is distributive property, I'll just like to show you here in the side. This is not, see, a into b plus c. Remember, suppose these 3 are integers. A into b plus c gives me a into b plus a into c, if you remember this. Okay, so here let's get back to the sum. Minus 48, keep it like this. Always solve the bracket part first. 26 plus minus 36, right? Minus 48 into, this will give me minus 10. Minus 48 into minus 10 will give me 480. See, normally you can multiply this, again multiply this and add them up. But here it is mentioned that you need to use the property, suitable property. So you have to solve it using the suitable property, and you have to mention the name of the property that you are using. In the side you can mention. Okay, this was question number 5a. There are many questions here. Okay, so I'd like to show you another question, that is number F. Okay, let's get started with number F. Question number F is 7 into 50 minus 2. Is it not the distributive property that I have explained you just in the last sum? So can I write it 7 into 50 there is a minus sign here, so minus, then 7 into 2. So what property I used is this 3 div property. Just write down the name. Okay, so 7 into 50 gives me 350 minus 7 2s are 14. You subtract it, you are going to get 336. Now you have to try this. This is your homework part. I am using this space. Try the remaining sums of question number 5. If you cannot do any one, I'll obviously help you, but you have to try doing it. Please go back to the property as and when required. Okay, students? Now, for today's last sum, for today's video, we'll be doing question number 6. It's given the question: a certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 40 degrees Celsius at a rate of 5 degrees Celsius every hour. What will be the temperature 10 hours after the freezing begins? So the present temperature of the room is given at 40 degrees Celsius, and it is said that the temperature is being lowered, means you are decreasing the temperature. Okay, and how much you are decreasing? Every hour you are decreasing it by 5 degrees Celsius, and you need to know the temperature what it will be of the room after 10 hours. Okay, of the from where it started. So what we'll do, we'll write down what is given. Given the present temperature. What was it given? Present temperature of the room was given as 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, then what it is given, that if the temperature, see here, if the temperature is lowered at the rate of 5 degree every hour, then temperature lowered after 10 hours will be how much? After 10 hours, how much it will be? 10 into, you will have to use minus 5 degrees Celsius. Why I am using the negative sign here? It was given that it is decrease 5. Just because this is to make you remember that I am using the negative sign because the temperature is decreased. Okay, if it was increased, then I would not have used this negative sign. So how much it will be? It will be minus 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. So the temperature of the room 10 hours after the freezing begin will be the first temperature, that is the initial temperature is given, plus the temperature that we got, that is lowered after 10 hours. So here you see 40 degrees Celsius plus minus 50 degrees Celsius. So 40 minus 50 will give me minus 10 degrees Celsius. So this is what will be the temperature of the room. The present temperature was 40 degree, and after it is being lowered at a rate of 5 degree every hour, the present temperature of the room will change to minus 10 degree Celsius. Okay, that will be the temperature after the temperature is being lowered after 10 hours. Okay, thank you everyone. Hope you have understood it well.